Hello everyone, welcome to the very first episode of You Created podcast. I'm your host, Sam Mizi. In this podcast, we will discuss all the best ways to improve ourselves in our careers, businesses, and life. In today's episode, we have to start with a prevalent but underrated topic, stepping away from your comfort zone. There will always be this temptation to stay comfortable or content at a point in your life. These are not poor qualities. They are simple what make us human. But what happens when you feel you are reliving the same day every day? The main reason this often happens is that you are stuck in your comfort zone. In the closeness of a comfort zone, we feel certainly life feels easy and predictable. More often than not, we know we have outgrown that environment or situation, but finding the motivation to let it go is more challenging than we care to admit. The more we are stuck in this predictable routine, the more opportunities we miss. We miss the chance to have the all human experience, because being human is about the uncertainty that life brings. It's about taking bold, positive steps and not knowing what the result will be. Learning to step away from your comfort zone takes courage and, importantly, a change of mindset. The farther you step away from your comfort zone, the more you are open to exploring new things. Each step outside your familiar nest will lead to personal growth and learning. Before we get into the nitty-gritty of everything, I want to introduce something to you quick. You Create Podcast as a website where we create solutions to your business problems. We make it easier for you to achieve your goals by making things more straightforward and well organized. We handle everything from digital marketing, video conferencing, web design, project management, text-to-speech conversion, and the team collaboration to logo design. The good thing about all this is that the platform does not require you to have any prior design or programming skills, and you can keep track of all your work in one place. So check it out at youcreated.uk. Now let's dive back into the business of the day. We are going to be discussing what a comfort zone is and why it is necessary for us to take mindful steps in getting out of that bubble. What is a comfort zone? A comfort zone is a psychological state within which a person operates in an anxiety-neutral condition where little effort is needed to maintain a steady performance level. This is usual without a sense of risk. We all go about our days performing activities that combine our long-term learned experience. The point is, it is easier for us as people to repeat learned behavior over time. It helps us to feel in control because we are so much about the next step that we do not have to put in a lot of effort to keep it moving. This ability also helps limit anxiety. Suppose we leave the essential part of our lives, such as our relationships, businesses, and careers, in the same way. Then we may find ourselves in what we deem a comfort zone. In their comfort zone, people don't find the need to get involved in new experiences. Taking on challenges is usually met with cold shoulders. People stay in their comfort zone because they are afraid to get out. They don't want to be faced with stress and anxiety because humans naturally are wired to avoid these feelings. Being in your comfort zone means you already have all the basic needs. Stepping out of it means reaching for something more that might require you to take uncomfortable risks with no guaranteed result. So why would anyone want to leave their safe space? Why it's hard for people to get out of their comfort zone? As comfortable and rosy as it might seem, it is very restrictive. It is like a bit of prison we create for ourselves because most of times we are not ignorant of the bigger thing we could achieve outside of that prison. We want that achievement, but can't let go of the fear of stepping up. According to psychology today, uncertainty equals danger. Many people are scared because they dislike things beyond their control. So much uncertainty comes with stepping out of your comfort zone. You will give all the chase a dream that may or may not work out. Some people may say, I can't leave my job because I can't get anything better. Someone like this with so much potential to do something greater is just stuck because of fear. Some other people are too perfect and passionate about their careers that it scares them to come out of their bubble and do what they are hungry to do because of the fear of not producing the perfect desired result. So they would rather not to do anything at all. The truth is, it's all an illusion. Fear is just a state of mind. It is not as scary as it seems. When you try and fail, try again, and one day you get it right. I'm not going to lie, comfort is very tempting. It has so much of the stronghold, it is easy, safe, and stress-free. That's why many people want to remain there. You can't place growth and comfort side by side because if you want to have one, you must let go the other. Hence, if you choose comfort, then you are missing out on all the unique life experience you had the potential to live. Some people have a certain mentality and always say, this is how I am, and they can't change that. They stay convincing themselves that the person they are currently is all they can be. Most people like this are victims of their comfort zone. They don't want to leave, so they make excuses not to feel bad about not wanting to leave their comfort zone. They don't care about finding new opportunities to learn new skills to improve themselves. That mentality keeps them stuck in a place for a long time. On the other hand, there are some habits we have gotten so accustomed to. Making a conscious effort to get rid of it can prove not easy. For example, if you are used to waking up by 10 a.m. daily and suddenly decide to change and start waking by 6 a.m., it will take so much effort to make it work. Some people would rather not, so they are stuck doing the same thing repeatedly. Benefit of stepping out of your comfort zone. While we preach about getting out of your comfort zone, I want to let you know that trying to jump too far away from your comfort zone would yield a negative result. Taking too much pressure on oneself will lead to panic because you are trying to tread on a familiar path. It should be done gradually, taken step by step until you find your zone. That is a reasonable amount of pressure that you can handle and still be able to perform actively. Your life is beyond what you are comfortable with. It is beyond the feeling and thought you have in your mind. There is so much more life has to offer outside your comfort zone, and it is left for you to explore and find it. Tapping into your reserve capabilities. Sometimes people don't even know what they are capable of unless they have been pushed toward it. Life is a constant fight against you and your comfort zone. It pushes you and you push back. When you step out of the bubble, the challenge you face will reveal your innermost strength. Then you know you are capable of much more than you ever imagined. Taking risks might lead to failure. But most times, especially in first attempt, failure is necessary. You need to fail to understand the value of success. It is not failure if you learn something from the experience which you can apply later. The feeling of regret usually stems from inaction. That's when you hear people saying, I wish I had worked hard to get what I want, or I wish I could have done this or that better. If you had done those things how and when you wanted, even if it didn't work out, you wouldn't have anything to regret because you will know that in your heart you gave it your best. While playing it safe has its advantage, it can also be unfulfilling. You never regret leaving your comfort zone to pursue your dreams and live the life you want. How to step out of your comfort zone? I'll go through some ways you can gear and gradual step out into your full potential. Consider what is inside and outside of your comfort zone. Writing is a tested and trusted way to understand our emotions better. Suppose you could take a moment and reflect internally on things you love about your current status, the positives and the negatives, and how you genuinely feel about them. Then make a list of the things you are yet to achieve but would want to do and how it will make you feel if you eventually achieve them. Only then you will have the right motivation to reach beyond your comfort and pursue your dreams. Be intentional about yourself. It is easy to lose focus when you are just cruising along with life, moving with it wherever it takes you. If you want to get ahead and be the best version of yourself, then you need to be intentional about the decision and goals you set for yourself. For example, you can learn a new skill to enhance your chances of getting a job or creating a business. You need to build a positive mindset because every success story begins with a shift in perspective. Have the right attitude toward challenges thrown at you. When you realize that life begins at the edge of your comfort zone, everything else will be more accessible for you to take on. Overcome your fear and know that nothing is as scary as it seems. Bravely step out of your bubble and you'll see that you have always just been afraid for nothing. If public speaking scares you, starting with talking to a group of not so large people. And before you know what's happening, you'll be free from your shackles and headed to greatness. Don't overthink it. The more you analyze your next step, considering the risk and whatnot, the easier it is to get hostile and lose the motivation to start. Just get into it, and bit by bit, you'll find your footing and build a risk tolerance level suitable for you. And finally, celebrate your little wins because they are what will keep you going after you have left your comfortable spot. It may seem overwhelming to step into the unknown, but instead of thinking of big picture, break down what you want or need to accomplish by making small changes. Don't settle for mediocrity just because you cannot escape the small bubble you create for yourself. It is so much of high price to pay. The world is yours for the taking. Grab it and take no prisoner. My final words to you are that you have all it takes to make all the changes you want in your life and live your best life. You can do it, just take the first step. With that, we have come to the end of today's episode. Follow and rate the You Create podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, or anywhere else you get your podcast. And share with your family and friends. Be sure to check out our website at youcreated.uk. Don't forget to tune in for another fantastic session like this one next week. Thank you, and you have a lovely week ahead. Cheers.